What's up guys, it's Heath here. Today I'm going to be showing you a few different tips and tricks for PALWORLD, especially starting off if you're a brand new player. So let's go ahead and get into it. Alright guys, so tip number one, I think it's probably the most important tip that I didn't realize was important until a little later on in the game when I started unlocking new things, was finding a good space to make your base. Now, I put mine in the spot basically where the game kind of tells you to. It doesn't tell you, but it's like, hey, you just started the game, here's a big open spot, put your base here. So it's all right, it's not terrible. I can make some changes to it obviously, but there's not a lot going on. So like there's nothing to ore, no mining at all. And also it's at the very start. Like I don't really like it that much. I ran out of space fast just trying to level up my base doing the different challenges. But find a good open spot that has plenty of space to hold everything. Like I put mine on this little cliff right here and it only gets a little bit of this. If I would have put it somewhere at more open space, flat ground, look how far out this thing would have gone. You see that blue line? That's where it would have gone out to. But I only get this little space because I didn't think. I actually didn't know. So yeah, putting your base somewhere in a nice open area is probably one of the things that'll make your life a lot easier. All right guys, for tip number two, it's going to be catch as many different pals as you can. Now the reason why you want to catch as many different ones as you can is because for the first 10 pals of the same kind, so like let's say I have for the first 10 Cativas or whatever, however you pronounce her name, you get extra XP for each one that you catch up until you caught 10 of them. And you don't have to worry about running out of space. This thing stays in your pal decks forever. Now look how many different rows, like see how many I've caught already? It keeps going. Look how much extra space you have. 16 boxes of these. And I'm level 30 and these are all the ones that I've caught. I've only condensed a few. Now if you do feel like you run out of space or you want to make a pal better, you can always condense them, but that's later on in the game once you unlock that. But I'll go ahead and let me fast travel somewhere just to show you what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna try to find somewhere that I know I haven't caught everything. So let me go here and just scavenge around. I just made a couple mega balls, gigaspheres, my bad. Like this rye bunny. I don't think I've caught in rye bunnies before. So let me go ahead and throw that. 87% chance capture rate. And I got 2200 XP for that. Now the XP scales for your level, so you won't be getting that much if you're just starting out, but you'll be getting a lot for your level. So I'll show you again. I haven't caught all these because they always travel in packs and I just don't want to deal with it. But for y'all, I'm gonna shoot it in the belly so I don't kill it. Okay, that makes no sense. That was 90% chance to capture rate and he came out of it. Are you kidding me? Yo, what's going on? There we go. See, 2300 for the Relaxosaurus. Shoot it in the belly so I don't kill it. Oh, I made it do a backflip. But you get what I'm saying. I got 2300 XP just for that one capture. And it's real easy, guys. If you start running out within that first area you can always venture past the first boss arena. That's what I did because that thing is kind of hard, especially lower level like it wants you to do. It says it's a part of the tutorial, but there's no way it is because you have to level up to, I would say level 20 is probably the best to actually start trying to fight that thing if you're alone. But yeah, you can always go past there and you'll find many different pals. All right, tip number three is going to be upgrading your pal base. Now this may seem like a simple one. It is really, but some people may miss it whenever they're just starting off. So just go up to your pal box and then just hit V. I don't know what it is on keyboard, whatever it pops up where it says base upgrade. And you'll see a to-do list on how you can upgrade this. So all you do is complete both of them, come to this, and then at the bottom right here, you're just going to hit base upgrade. Now, what this does, it allows you to have more working pals at your base. So I'm level 13, so I get 13 pals at my base. And then also, which is important, it increases your max number of bases. Now, I believe 3 is the standard. Later in the game, you'll be able to get 3 bases, but earlier on, you'll be able to get 2 max bases, which is very important because that leads me into the next tip, which is creating a mining base. So you're going to find yourself really needing some iron, a lot of ingots. I found myself struggling and I was like, what? And I had no idea you could create 2. And I was already at that point where I could. I kept going to that ore right there because they always, so all the ores always respawn in the same spot no matter when you break them. So I would keep breaking this one over here and then I would keep coming back, putting them in the furnace and then waiting. Or finding a different one like over there, going back, putting in the furnace, doing that, yada, 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 whole bunch of nonsense until I was like, oh, I can create another one. And I found the best place for that is near the Desolate Church. They had a bunch for me. I don't know if it's the same for everybody. So we can go ahead and travel to my second base, which is in this red area is where the Desolate Church is. And behind the church, I've created a monstrosity. So let me just turn around. Look at all of this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I believe there's actually 8. They've already knocked them down. I don't know if I got lucky or they're all like this. And also have a lot of trees, which is nice. But I have 1900 ore, 750 iron, and I have 140 getting smelted right now. Now, the only tricky thing about this is you need to keep the pals happy. So you want to create a few hot springs. The animals like that, especially the bigger ones. And then also you need to find pals that actually mine. So I was able to find a few that could mine and actually have mining level 2. I'm not sure if they need mining level 2 or not. I doubt it. But that's what I went for because I figured it'd be the best. And you also want to keep them full. So I have some berries. Now I know that berries aren't the best for keeping their sanity up because their sanity will drop. This doesn't replenish it. So it's better to get like PB&J or something like that in there. But they go to town. I mean, they have 2,000 berries right now. And some mushrooms. I don't know where they're getting the mushrooms from, but they have some mushrooms too. Tip number 4. That's going to be knowing what your pals do and knowing which ones to pick. So there's a lot of things that you can build in this game, but not every pal can do each task. So you got to find the right ones. So for instance, when you first get unlocked these berry farms, you'll notice that you will have to hold water and it takes forever to do it. Or if you already have like a thwack or something caught, a water-based Pokemon, or pal, my bad, then you can see here that one of its work suitabilities is watering. So it'll water this stuff for you. You won't have to do all the work. It seems like you do it first. I fell into that. I was like, do I have to do this every single time? No. I caught one of these thwacks and I just put it in the base because it was one of the new ones. And it started watering it for me. And that's when I figured out about the work suitabilities. And they have many different ones. So for instance, this I believe mainly handyman and scavenging. So you just click F on this. It'll show everything. So it farms, transports, and it has some handiwork. It's not gathering. I meant transporting. They're all level 1. Now there's different levels to these, but we won't get into that. So you want to make sure, like this one is a miner. So it's mining. Whenever there's a rock nearby, I can show you. I even have one of my stone mines over here, farms. It'll be over here mining away if you put it to work. And then, for instance, this one, he is more of a logman. So I'll go find him in here and I'll show you. And he also lights up the furnace. So he has kindling. So if we just go over here, go to the fire type, go to RSOX. Click F on it. So kindling level 2. So the higher the level, the faster it gets it done. And then also lumbering level 1. So it's pretty slow at lumbering, but that's fine. For instance, like, but they don't all have different capabilities, work suitabilities. Like this one, for instance, Ruby, click on that. All it can do is kindle. It has no other work suitability. So if you put it on your base, it will only do the furnace or anything that requires fire. And now the ones that I found best for mining on my mining base, getting the ore, were the boss or the pals. So let me try to find it real quick. So I have a boss. Oh yeah, it's not going to be in the box. It's going to be at the base. So I won't be able to show y'all. Actually, I can. Let me just travel there real quick. This Pin King has mining level 2, handiwork level 2, and watering level 2. Now it mainly does the mining. So click F on that. It'll show you everything it can do. And then there's another one. This Digtoise is a level 3 mining. So this thing goes fast, which you can hear right now actually. Watch. Yeah, it gets it done quick. And they're also, all the bosses are huge. So it's going to take up a lot of your space on the base, but that's fine. It doesn't get in the way. It just blocks your view. So yeah, make sure you know what each pal does, and make sure that you assign the right ones to your base. That'll save you a lot of time. All right, and last but not least, tip number 5, finding Vixies and putting a ranch on your base. This is the reason why I have 646 pal spheres, which this late in the game for me does not really help, which sucks because I figured it out late and I saw the tip late. So, but I'm making this video so y'all can find out early if you're new. If you put a ranch on your base and you get a Vixie, the Vixie will dig up pal spheres. That's all it will do. It'll just go around and dig up pal spheres. And if you sit around for 20 minutes and come back, I'm telling you, you'll be a happy person. Like right now, not a lot. I just collected some, but I mean, right there, 5 pal spheres. Didn't even do a thing. All I did was travel back here, got picked up 5 of these bad boys, which should help you out a lot, especially beginning of the game. Now let's go back to this base. I also have one on this base where it's just the Vixies going. They also dig up arrows. They haven't been going for too long either. They just found one. They do work faster. I've noticed if you're near them, like if you have 2 different bases or just one base in your way, I have learned that they don't work as hard as when you're here. So keep that in mind as well. But it is a nice surprise to come back and see I've had 50 pal spheres racked up in the ranch. Okay, here's a bonus tip actually that I should have mentioned, but honestly, there is some controversy around this right now because people have found out. I don't know if they fixed it yet. This was only a couple days ago when somebody found this out. But so if you go to the statue, once you find it or can build it, you can go up and enhance your player stats. So you have to find these little green orbs around the map. You have to collect them. They're called leaf monk effigies. And once you get to a certain amount, like right now I'm level 5 on it, so I have to get 19. Starting off, I think you only need like 3, but it increases your chances of capturing a pal. So it increases efficiency of your pal sphere. No matter what pal sphere you have, it increases your capture power. But right now there's been some stuff going around saying that it's coded wrong and your chances actually decrease when you level this up. I kind of found that to be true, but also I showed you that gigasphere earlier, capturing those couple pals. And I actually had a much higher percentage than I've been having the past week with those. So maybe they fixed it. I'm not sure, but that's what's going on around there. And then also at the same statue, you can enhance your pals. So you just click V on it and you'll see all these different symbols. So early game, you only have to worry about the blue pal souls. And what you do with these is you can click on one of your pals and you can increase its attack, its health, its defense, and its work speed. I wouldn't worry too much about enhancing the work speed if it's one of your pals that you like carrying with you while you're out. I would just focus on max health, attack, and defense. Health is important, attack is important, defense I've realized it's not as important, but I would definitely use it. So like for this bushy that I have, you can just click on it, hit enhance. Yes, I'll use my pal soul, increase that, increases it by a few percentages, and boom, that's it. Now resetting it, you do get a couple of souls. So if you, let's say you find a better pal later on in the game and you put all these souls into one, but it's just going to get replaced by this new one you found that you like a lot, and you can always just reset it. And I don't know if it always gives you back. I can actually look. I have different ones. Let me see. I've leveled him up quite a lot. I've used 7 pal souls on him, and or maybe more. It says +7. I'm not sure what that is. But if I reset it, I'll get 12 pal souls. I also think I've used these other pal souls on it, so it might not be the best. Oh, there we go. Okay, no, it is. Yeah, so it looks like you get a full refund on whatever you've used. So honestly, it's kind of OP. I didn't know that. I'm learning something new. But yeah, you'll get a full refund, it looks like, for what you've spent already. But all right, guys, those are 5 tips for early game PALWORLD. Let me know if you guys enjoyed the video or if this helped you out at all starting off in your new PAL server or solo world that you're in. Leave a like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed. It's been Heath, guys. I'll see you.